it's almost a year ago since Anthropic released this standard, this open standard they call the Model Concise Protocol, which is or MCP, which is a way for LLM-based solutions to communicate with or perform tasks in source systems in a safe and scalable way. Let's talk through MCPs. What are they and how do they actually work?
Yeah, so MCP is as mentioned, Model Context Protocol, and as we mentioned earlier about the context management, that's one of those central key things to making LLMs work. And I've written about this before as well, that if you have a really good context, you can actually make do with a much smaller model than you would otherwise. So if you have the best and brightest model that costs the most to run, but you don't give it enough context, then you won't get good answers. You might actually get hallucinations. But then if you have a well thought out context, a well thought out payload for the LLM to perform its task, you can do with a lot smaller model. And that's kind of where MCPs come in as well, because MCP packages traditional API layers. So traditionally, when you want to integrate systems with each other, you need to tell them exactly, okay, this is the code you need to run in order to get that data from this system to that system. And this is kind of heavy, because that means that if you have multiple of these, then the code becomes longer and longer and longer. And if you need to tell the AI that if you need this data, then you need to run this code. If you need this data, then you need to run this code. Then it becomes longer and longer, and the context becomes cluttered. And there's a lot of research on how a cluttered context degrades the model performance. So MCPs basically package those integrations into much more understandable natural language descriptions.